sorry, my English is at first, thanks the Confucius Institute and organizers of this conference. It's my honor to deliver my speech for you. The topic is an investigation into the origin of the term Shaman. The shamanism in China, historical recalls. First, depict the etymological origin of Shaman. Among study on shamanism in China and overseas, the etymological origin of the word shaman are controversial, and the definitions and the interpretations of shamanism differ significantly. Based on a comprehensive investigation of various interpretations in ancient Chinese literature and as no linguistic records and as no etymological documents of the Manchu language, I would like to make an overall analysis of the original of and the interpretive meaning of the term shamanism to clarify relevant issues such as origin, history, and the essential nature of shamanism. The word shaman was first introduced to academic circles by travelers and explorers who engaged themselves in different kinds of expedition in Siberia in the second half of the 17th century. They found that the shamanic faith and its local Taoist religions, specialists or shamans, were totally different from other religions, since it was impossible for them to express the religion's ideas and practice found in Siberia by similar Western religious terms. Those traveling scholars had to follow their conventional wisdom by naming Siberia religion specialists as shamans, and the faith they represent as shamanism. During the next 3 centuries, travelers, explorers, ethnologists, and religion specialists successively discovered similar religion phenomena and experiences resembling to shamanism in many regions of the world. Such similar religious phenomena were collectively and conveniently called shamanism. The word shaman was thereby upgraded from Tong's folklore vocabulary to an academic term. As an important and completely term, the word shaman has come to be widely used by linguists and ethnologists in early studies on shamanism. Gradually, two quite opposite schools of thought on how to view the term was formed. Long word and native word. Long word name is the word shaman was introduced into Tong's language in ancient times. Most Western Orientalists thought the word originated from the Pali word samana in the ancient India, a variant of Sanamana, which means Baga monkey. According to linguists, ethnologists, and historical documents, Ransford, Zubolo, and Boku confirmed this view by pointing out the word Shaman originated from Handic. At the beginning of 20th century, however, J. Nimus and Gustav respectively raised doubts on the theory that the word Shaman originated in India. Meanwhile, E.F. Fisher was the first scholar to propose that the word Shaman actually originated from tongues, thus satirizing the theory that the word Shaman was a native word. Since the 20th century, this viewpoint has been widely accepted in academic circles and supported by many experts on shamanism, such as McHanna denotes Shaman is a word from the language of the Bongus people of Siberia and has been adopted widely by anthropologists. Since the tongues in Siberia and the tongues in North China are contemporaries and share the same cultural tradition, they have deep historical and cultural connections. Same tongues people in ancient China did not have their own written language. A number of written documents in Chinese have been found among the literatures of ancient China. These provide abundant evidence for retracing the original meaning of the verb Shaman. China has a time-honored tradition of recording and archiving history in numerous official records and various types of written work. The documents referring to Shaman and shamanism among northern ethnic minority in China are not only the earliest in the world, but also very rich in combining various contents of terms themselves. The word Shaman was recorded as early as the 12th century by Xu at the Southern Song dynasty. The Shaman referred to elder sorceries in the Jikan language. So it is quite clear that the word Shaman is in Jikan word, which means elder sorceries. From 12th century onward, several record and description of Shaman could be found in Chinese history book. In the Annal of Moncton, it is said that witchcraft practice for serious ill person mentioned in brief record of Liu Bian, a generally conducted by witches, which was called Shaman in Manchu language, and it has long had its place in the Jikan language. Therefore, we conclude that the word Shaman originates from the language spoken by the Jikan people in the northern part of ancient China, and was handed from generation to generation by Jikan offspring, including those generally observed into the various ethnic groups classified as Manchu tongues. The legacy involves pronunciation and acceptance is quite steep. The word Shaman has long traceable history among the Jikan people and their offspring over a span of near 900 years. This provides convincing evidence against the long word theory for the evolution of Shaman from India. Two-part origin meaning of Shaman. However, what the Shaman really means in the Jikan and Manchu tongues language. This is also quite a controversial question. Koslova and some early Russian ethnologists thought Manchu word with the etymology Shaman generally invoked means exciting or stifling Tukava, and has maintained that the word Shaman was the translation from Tom's word, which may be translated by the means exciting and pleasing. Such interpretations are very common in research on shamanism and have been commonly accepted by most Chinese researchers on shamanism prior to the 1990s. Cai Jiaqi first presented these interpretations. He commented in the Manchu forms Shaman means exciting and breathtaking dancer. According to Manchu Tong's ethnic linguistic record, historical and ethnological documents, however, such an interpretation is not relevant and does not properly reflect the basic combination and the feature of the activities of Shaman. Specifically speaking, the word with meaning exciting, breathtaking, breezy, dancing are quite different in pronunciation from that of the term of the word Shaman. Additionally, in Manchu Tong's language, Shaman thus means the person who knows everything. This interpretation is more in line with the original meaning of the Tong's word than exciting or dancing, but it has been recognized in academic circles. During the past 20 years, however, Manchu Tong's scholars such as Fu Yuguang took advantage of knowledge of their ethno-linguistic to demonstrate the evolutionary process of meaning and part of speech of Shaman in Manchu, Siberia and Lithuania language. They made some conclusion consistent with the interpretation of philosophy. Based on ethno-linguistic research, we concluded that real meaning of the term Shaman is knowing, though the etymology of the word Shaman is basically identical or similar in the Manchu Tong's ethno-linguistic recorder. The specific composition of the word are not the same. Similar as Dorothy has pointed out, according to Event language recorders, the word Shaman is a derivative from the Event word Shaman, means omniscient, holy, wise one, sage. At the time goes by, the long word of the first syllable of the Shaman gradually weakened into the short word Sha. According to about analytical explanation, Shaman is a common word in various Manchu Tong's languages, based on the etymology, that is the original of the word itself, which refer to a sage who know everything. 3-part reels of Shaman in Chinese history record. The perspective of ethno-history and ethno-psychology provide support for the linguistic interpretation of the word Shaman as means as person of wisdom. The image, state, and attitude in which various clans has regarded the Shaman throughout the theory of man's people, all point of that means Shamans enjoy a high social status among those groups in China. They are high respected as a symbol of special power and clan wisdom. The same holds true for Shaman of their ancient people in northern China. First of all, some Shaman have been so highly respected that they were elected chief of a tribe. According to the history of the Qin dynasty, most tribal chiefs of different people were good at making prophecies that provided the grounded for important military or political decisions. After the founding of the Qin dynasty, some kings were themselves Shaman or possessed shamanic skill or talent. For instance, the Qin Emperor Shizong would predict the result of oncoming battle in dream before commencing battle. Second, there is much evidence that Shaman in ancient time were full of vet and wisdom. Some Shamans were quite skilled in civil and military matters and played important roles in history. The renowned Shaman figure Wang Yanxin was an important advisor to the founder of the Qin dynasty. According to historical record, he was charismatic and wily, but gifted. He invented the law and the written language for Yuzhen people and made them an independent nation. These people therefore called them Shaman, which means a person of magical power in the Jiccan people language. During the reign of Genghis Khan in the Yuan dynasty, Birch and Guo were two famous provincial Shamans. Birch manipulated public opinion. He would then granted the title of Birchi, means the elders, and joined almost the same honor and write it as a book. He was authorized to take charge of all the matter related to shamanism. Finally, several shaman named figures who have been respected as symbol of power and wisdom are particularly portrayed as heroic figures in the folk literature of Mantongs. Among these, Nissan Shaman depicted the story of film Shaman who sacrifices himself to save the life of others. To bring back a teenager to life, Nissan feels free his own soul, allowing it to travel down to the next world to retrieve the teenager's soul and bring him back to life. A work of folk literature is foundationally the result of the particular historical culture and social activities of an ethnic group. The image of Shaman in the folk literature of Manton's group are deeply rooted in their historical culture. In conclusion, for quite a long time, the word Shaman has been widely interpreted as frantic dance and exciting in academic circle in China and overseas, which shows that many people didn't understand its origin, especially its language and cultural background. The view of a shaman as a breathtaking dancer is simply the summary interpretation that researchers have made based on the observer cultural and religion biases, which narrowed their focuses on the apparent forms of shaman sacrifice. This understanding has gradually become generally accepted, but it fails to capture the essential features of shamanic activities, or can respect the essential special nature of shamanism. Thanks. So the question and the answers part, Dr. Ashley will translate for me.
Thank you so much for your extremely interesting presentation. And it's really sounds the same that you can hear from Evan Keeper. They say that is supporting your theory.
就说到了，非常感谢你的刚才的精彩的演讲，然后也提到了这个关于鄂温克族的一些相似的东西。
所以我也觉得很有压力，就是因为我看这里边有好几位是鄂温克的学者，不知道我们的解读是不是正确。
She says that it was also tu peux traduire en russe ce truc, en fait ça fait une sorte de pression parce qu'elle ne sait pas si les chercheurs et moi qui sont ici pensent la même chose.
Когда она выступала, она говорит, что было немножко как бы давление, что она переживала о том, что ученый, который работает с эвенками, она хотела бы знать, какой точки зрения и у эвенков, ну, тунгус, маньчжурские представители, согласны они с этим заключением, которое мы видели, что...
Можно, да? Ну, может быть, я читал все эти, то, что насчет этимологии шаманизма, потому что я шаманизмом занимаюсь уже 20 лет с настоящими шаманами. Я с ними побывал везде, всюду, и с ними жил вместе, работал. У меня столько тайных знаний. Вот то, что профессор Гуо... И то, что она исследовала, для меня очень радостно. И это одним словом невозможно все это, термин шаман, выразить. Потому что то, что она перевела очень много этимологий слова шаман. Я со всеми согласен, но это тунгусское, чисто тунгусское. И шаман Цабей.
She's saying that he is saying, sorry, that he is happy of this conclusion because it corresponds really to its own research. He was working very long time with shamans.
Да. Потому что
and that the term shaman cannot be abstracted, resumed, summed up in one word. It's, she made a very big work.
И мой шаман Савей говорил о том, что я много раз спрашивал, что означает шаман? Он сказал, он говорил, это игра. То есть, это в широком понимании.
Эвида. C'est le jeu rituel. Un jeu rituel, pas un jeu.
C'est les chamans qui m'ont dit ça. Oui.
Le chaman s'appelle. Игра очень трудно понятие объяснить на
китайском. На самом деле мы слова тунгусской шаманки, ей было 107 лет, вот она мне говорила, вы ученые столько написали о шаманизме, правду, неправду и полуправду, ага, вся эта макулатура. Да.
There was an old shaman, Pulbertinova.
Да, Пульбертинова.
Pulbertinova, 106 years old, and she told the you scientists wrote so many about shamanism, right and not right and half right. Anyway, it doesn't cost anything.
C'est pas si ça veut rien, ça sert à rien.
Макулатура, как точно понятно?
Да, смотри,
Пустая бумага. И я 100% с Пульбертиновой Матрёной Петровной я согласен. По той причине я утром своим коллегам в гостинице говорил, оказывается, наша материалистическая наука знает об атомах Вселенной или об веществе Вселенной только 5%. Таким образом, наша наука оперирует 5% истины. А все остальное для нас неизвестно. И мы должны наконец сказать, что мы, коллеги, все занимаемся наукой, и впереди нас ждут грандиозные научные открытия. Да. Огромное спасибо Guo Shuyun, что она дала вот такое, для нас вот такое понятие, что одним словом невозможно раскрыть слово шаман. Оно имеет очень много значений. Поэтому оно называется игра. Ну все, спасибо, Проф.
Спасибо.
Еще вопрос или one more question?
I have probably not so much a question as a brief remark regarding the Indian origins of this term, being myself in Indian studies and dealing with Sanskrit and Pali sources. I just can tell briefly that that version to derive the term shaman from Pali saman is certainly outdated, too old, because on one hand we cannot speak about historical relations in the beginning, let's say, of our century, especially keeping in mind that Pali language never accessed this area, and the direct meaning actually of Pali saman as Sanskrit Shraman means to harm yourself, to make suffer yourself. And actually this is a term that was used by Brahmanic culture to describe non-Brahmanic religious movements in India, including Jains, Buddhists, Jivikas, and so on. Buddhists themselves never used this term to describe themselves. Naturally, it could not be projected into others who are not even Buddhists. So, looking not only etymologically but historically, of course, the Hindi has nothing to do at all, keeping in mind how new Hindi language is. So that's just a brief remark.
Ouais, c'est ça, c'est